Ava is our artificial intelligence. And sometimes people say, are you trying to replace all your great people with robots? And that's not the case at all. But there are things that we just can't get to as humans. Okay, and I think one of the great first examples where we plugged Ava in is when you have a cloud desktop, you don't turn it off. Right? So if you have a computer that's under your desk or a laptop you may use, you shut it down to go home at night. But one of the cool things with a cloud desktop is it's in a data center and it runs all the time. So when I go home, the same 28 Excel spreadsheets I had open at the office are still open, at home, and I'm able to just start working. Well, that's great, other than the fact that Microsoft does not like it when it doesn't get refreshed every once in a while. And so one of the cool things that Ava does is Ava surfs through all of our thousands of users and looks for desktops that have been up and running for more than 14 days. And for example, if that was me, she would shoot me a text that says, hey Ben, your desktop's been up and running for over 14 days. Microsoft's going to run better if we give it a reboot. And how about we do it at 11 o'clock tonight? And I just say yes. And she goes and does that. There's no tech that has to do that on our end. There's no additional user communication that has to happen. And that reboot will occur, and she'll confirm it with me as the user. And that seems like a simple thing, but it's huge because this is one of the leading causes for us of a desktop starting to slow down. And for us to just eliminate all of those support calls and have a better overall user experience just because of that one attribute or power that Ava has, it's significant. And some people say, well, why don't you just reboot the desktops then on the weekend? And the problem is, if you just go reboot a bunch of desktops, then people are in the middle of things, they don't save things, and you have upset users. So the function of just going and doing that communication and tying it up with the user is just as important as the actual reboot process that Ava's doing. So very, very cool. She is at this point about 17% of our support tasks. So there's a significant amount of preventative work that involves not just the work but the communication back to users as well as with our tech team. So she's a big part of our team at this point.